It's a Friday. Quickly throw in. God, it's a terrible start. My brain's been jumbled. All I was going to say is this is the normal episode of the podcast.
Yep.
We're going to do the Patreon. Well, me and Ash aren't going to do the Patreon. Me and Steph are going to do the Patreon, but she doesn't know it yet.
Thanks, Steph.
Tomorrow.
You're the best.
It's just been one hell of a day. So the people that are listening that are on the Patreon, patreon.com/what's the buttons, you guys will be getting the extra shit tomorrow. But we're letting you know now at the beginning of this episode so that you're not like, where the fuck is it? You know what I mean? Good. State of play. We'll just jump straight into it.
Yeah, boy. I didn't even know it was on till, like... I was going to...
What? No. Do you what?
Go on.
Prime example, the phones have not stopped fucking ringing all day. We're here.
We are here. Yeah, I didn't know that I just finished my gaming session and I turned the Steam Deck off. Steam Deck OLED 512Q. And undocked it from the official Steam dock. Put my headphones wireless away. And,
you got wireless headphones, have you?
Yeah, Jem got them for me for Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I put everything away and put YouTube on as I always do when I got into bed. And the first thing that popped up was State of Play. I clicked on it. It said 20 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? How have I... That's because I'm going on social media nearly half as much. Otherwise, I'd have known this.
Yeah.
So I got instantly excited, told you. And
10 o'clock at night, I was already...
And you already knew, and I was disappointed that you didn't let me know.
I've kind of thought I had already told you, but I didn't. It was kind of like a secret State of Play, but not. They announced it quite late. And it went on for an hour and 15 minutes. And if you remember what I texted you, the last State of Play, I wasn't that happy with. No digs against indie games at all, but it was just like 4-5 games, and they weren't. I can't even remember what they were. I think that Capcom's fucking reincarnation. I can't remember the actual name.
Reanimal.
No, not... Oh, yeah, Reanimal was on there, which actually is decent. Me and Mark are going to play that. It was fucking... what was it? Because Mark said he actually liked the look of it, and I was like, nah. The Beast of Reincarnation, which is being made by Capcom. It's that one with the fucking wolf with the flowery tail and that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, this time round, this State of Play, I thought it was fucking great. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
It was fantastic. I fell asleep at Rayman. I woke up in the morning, saw your message, like glanced at it and thought, shit, I'm not going to watch that. I want it to surprise me. So I just laid in bed so far and just held my finger on the fast forward button. So I just watched it 2 times until I saw something I liked and I slowed it down.
Yeah. So obviously I wrote out a comprehensive list of things. Now we won't cover obviously everything. I'll go through the list very, very quickly, and then we can cherry pick, because I feel like that we're going to probably want to cherry pick the same things bar one. So you've got the Ghost of Yotai 3 DLC, which is a 4-player co-op.
It's exactly the same as what they did with Ghost of Tsushima. It's like Ghost of Tsushima Legends, they called it.
Yeah.
Which was cool,
so
but
this is Ghost of Yotai
kind of
Legends.
hoping they'd do something different. But I haven't even got the game, so I don't know why I'm moaning.
But it's free.
Yep.
So can't complain. 4 Loop, which I liked when I saw it, but I also can't remember what it was.
No, it's a weird looking game, bro. It looked proper jank. I think that needs some time in the oven, mate. It's like a 4-player co-op fucking weird game, man. It's all different every time. And
4 Loop, here we go. That's not going to give me a description, is it? Is a tactical 4-player co-op shooter crafted for endless replayability and infinite ways to build the ultimate team. Together you can learn from your mistakes, and you might just fail to save the world. It looked interesting, but yeah, I agree with what you just said. It needs more time, which obviously it does, because he even said it's pre-beta, which I'm pretty sure is an alpha.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And then you had Pragmata. More on that, and the demo is now available for that.
Don't remember that one.
The geezer looks like something out of Warframe, and it's the little girl sitting on his back, and they work in
Spaceman game.
Yeah. And it actually looks pretty fucking cool.
Last of Us in space.
It looks pretty decent. So the demo is available for that now. So I'll probably download that and check it out. One that I'm really excited for, Control Resonant. That looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
like
we knew
the
it
look
was
of that.
coming.
I like the look of that. Like, one thing that 4 roll or whatever it was
Four
called.
loop.
Was that the one with the giant Rubik's cube?
Oh no, that was. I'm pretty sure that was Crimson Moon.
Or was it? I'm sure they were shooting a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, no, that wasn't Control. That I think that might have been Crimson Moon.
No, I thought it was that 4 roll or whatever.
Or no,
it's
yeah,
called.
no, sorry, yeah, that, or maybe that was Four Loop that
Yeah,
was doing
4 Loop,
that,
it
which
was that.
reminded me of Remnant 2.
Yeah, that reminded me of Remnant 2, but also the
Because we did something very similar.
yeah, and you have to get in the hole when it
Yeah, with the
drops.
cube, yeah.
But I looked at that and just thought, why is this geezer not saying Rubik's cube? He said everything but, this giant square cubey.
Because it's trademarked.
I know, but it made me laugh at fucking 4:30 this morning,
Yeah.
or when it was last night I watched that part. It was just like, just say fucking
This
Rubik's cube, mate.
cuboid object, multicoloured, that
Yeah.
changes.
That is a Rubik's cube. Essentially, it's just a Rubik's cube. So it's annoying me that he wouldn't say it, but I get it.
Crimson Moon, what was that? I can't...
Crimson Moon looked really good.
This isn't all of the games, by the way.
Crimson Moon was the game that I thought was Lords of the Fallen 2 or something, and it had like
That's the one.
medieval swords
A
and
gothic action adventure.
yeah, that looked cool, man.
Yeah, a dark gothic world is an action adventure RPG set in a gothic world full of angels, demons, and ancient gods. Player will embody the Nephilim, a human-angel hybrid serving the Order of the Crimson Moon. Yeah, it looked pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like about it was it looked like an outdated engine that they built it on.
Agreed.
Graphically, I was like, yeah, because you'll notice at the beginning of everything it said captured on PS5 Pro, and yeah, when I saw it, I was like, this looks cool, but it looks janky at the same time. I was like, this could look a lot more polished, but again, quite cool. Arguably one of my favourite ones that popped up, Project Windless, which is the chicken samurai.
Oh yeah.
The rooster samurai. That looked so fucking cool. I was a big fan of that. I wasn't expecting that at all. So have a look. Project Wingless is Today is a big day for us at Crafton Montreal Studio. Project Windless is set in the universe of the acclaimed Korean fantasy series The Bird That Drinks Tears. When we first discovered the novels, they immediately stood out. In this world, each race has its own worldview and its own complex history. Conflicts are never clean or heroic. The world felt ancient and lived in. Instead of adapting the story you might know, we decided to go way back in time. We went over 1,000 years before the events of the book and explored a turning point that the novels barely touch on. In this forgotten age, the land is divided, and as tensions rise, you step into the role of a mythical figure whose actions will shape the birth of a new kingdom. That mythical figure, ladies and gentlemen, is a fucking cockerel that's about 7 foot tall with 2 massive swords strapped to his back. It looks sick.
It did look very cool, man.
It looks so sick, and there's a scene where he's like walking towards his statue and there's light beaming down on it, and he's just fucking strolling over, and he's got these swords on his back, and I'm like, that's a fucking chicken. That's a chicken. I'm gonna play a fucking chicken, and he's got like proper talons, and I'm all over it, man. But he looks like an angry chicken and all. He looks like something you'd be fucking scared of with his beady eyes and his beak.
He does look like an angry chicken.
He looks fucking sick. He looks so sick. So we also challenged ourselves to create a combat experience that feels different from what you usually see in action RPGs. Something bigger and wilder, driven by the raw chaos of battle. As a recon or recon warrior, you often fight dozens, sometimes hundreds of enemies at once. To be clear, these crowds aren't just visual noise, brought to life through innovative mass technology. They move, flank, surround, and react to your actions, turning every battle into a living, unpredictable spectacle. You might cut through swarms or face giant creatures that dominate the battlefield. Every cat encounter pushes you to read the situation, adapt, and react in the moment. I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very excited for it.
Shit.
I don't know when it releases.
Just remembered that I should have I haven't talked about my Divinity 2 finishing, have I?
No.
We'll have to touch on that before the end, because obviously
That's fine.
I've got things.
Project Windless 2026, sometime in 2026. What else we got? We got probably one of your favourite highlights throughout the whole thing, I'd imagine, is Star Wars Galactic Racers.
Oh, yeah. Do you know how fucking angry I was when Lucasfilm popped up? And then I was like... and then I saw the fucking pod racer and I was like, oh, why can't they make a good Star Wars game? Who's asking for pod racing?
Star Wars fans.
No, they're not. They want a good Star Wars game. They don't want pod racing.
Yeah.
If we had a surplus of great Star Wars games coming out the wazoo, be like, oh yeah, this is cool. Like spin, like nice little.
Look at this DLC.
Yeah, racing game for Star Wars fans. This is the Gran Turismo. This is the Forza of fucking George Lucas. But no, we can't get a fucking good Jedi game or nothing, can we? No, we'll just deal with racing.
Well, you got Jedi Survivor, so be happy about it. 007.
I skipped through that. I've seen enough of it. I'll wait until it's out.
Agreed. Silent Hill Townfall.
Can't believe they're releasing another Silent Hill so soon after the last one.
Madness. I swear Silent Hill F, is it?
Yeah, Downpour or something. It came out like recently, like middle of last year maybe, because it had that girl. You play as a girl. I started watching Radbrad play it.
It was Silent Hill F.
I remember watching Radbrad play it. I watched like 2 episodes of it.
Yeah, Silent Hill F, September 25th, 2025. Yeah. So it's not even been 6 months.
Nope.
So there you go. There's fucking Townfall, which is set in England, I think.
Cool.
Judging by some weird town. Another cool one that I don't know if you was into it. Darwin's Paradox.
Might have skipped straight through that.
The fucking octopus thing at the end, the side
Pissed me the fuck off. Really made me angry.
Because you thought it was going to be something cool with Metal Gear Solid.
Well, because it was made by Konami, they'd just shown all the Metal Gear Solid stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, here's Metal Gear Solid, remade, and Metal Gear Solid 4, which is great, and Metal Gear Solid that you could only play on the PSP. And don't think that's it, because here's coming from Konami.
I thought it was going to be something crazy.
And then it was like, yeah, here's a game about a squid. And I'm just
side-scrolling octopus.
But just make a new Metal Gear Solid. Obviously, I know Hideo Kojima isn't part of Konami anymore, but it's one of my favourite series of all time. And you've just teased me and then put an octopus in there. So
there's 3 more on this list. John Wick.
Very interested. Love
Very
John
interested.
Wick.
I can't wait for it. Mark texted me and he was like, I really hope they don't fuck it up. And I said to him, and it'll be the same thing I say to you, the last thing Keanu Reeves was in was Cyberpunk. And look how good it is now.
Yeah. I'm sure you haven't got it written down. Who is making that?
What?
I'm Googling it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, no, I haven't got the creators.
Saber. I think they've got some pretty good games.
It looked good. I was excited for it. Obviously, it was only cinematic. But anything with Keanu Reeves in it, I'm here for it.
They made Space Marine 2.
Yep, sweet, cool, good.
World War Z.
World War Z weren't too bad. Remember playing that.
Halo Combat Evolved, Crisis.
They'll be fine.
They've made some good games.
Keanu doesn't do bad stuff. They'll be fine.
It's Keanu, man.
God of War Trilogy remake, not a remaster, remake.
Mate, that needs more information. Like I saw that and I kept thinking, show something. Because are you saying remake as in,
a remake?
Yeah.
Or
like
are you
a
talking
Final
about
Fantasy remake?
Or are you talking about a remaster with one extra mission?
Yeah, because there's a difference between a remaster and HD collection, or are you remaking it from the ground up?
Well, this is what we were talking about in the group chat, and that's what Leon said. He was like, "Are they gonna do exactly what you've just said? How is it going to pan out? Is it going to be all 3 of them in sort of like one game, and they just split it? Are they going to be individuals? I don't know. That's the kind of shit that I want to be remade and remastered. Fucking do that. Not The Last of Us. Do that. Give us God of War. That's sick. And then the random God of War Sons of Sparta.
Oh, the GOAT.
Which is out now.
I'm going to play the shit out
I've got it downloaded. I'm going to play it after this. Really fucking threw me off guard. I weren't expecting that at all. And if you're wondering what God of War Son of Sparta is, it's basically Kratos' backstory into how he become Kratos. You go through him as a child, growing up in Sparta, and then becoming a Spartan, and all of that. It just looked fucking. It looked cool, man. It looked really cool. But annoyingly, when I googled it to find out more info, I was so early. There was no fucking info.
Mm-hmm.
There was no articles on it yet
Mm-hmm.
because I was too quick. So, the game is developed by Mega Cat Studios, which in recent history has mostly worked on backyard sports games in partnership with Santa Monica Studio. Is a 2D pixelated action game that follows a young Kratos and his brother Deimos. The game's description reads, "They must overcome threats that will put all their training to the test while confronting a true meaning of duty and honour."
I'm excited and hopeful that this will come because I don't know if it's you. I didn't think you'd be on it because I know you don't like side scrollers.
No, I don't normally, but I
love
couldn't help it.
Metroidvanias. They're one of my favourite genres because I don't know if you're familiar with Metroidvanias, but they're very much like you're running along and you go, "Oh, I can't get in this door yet," and then 20 hours later you realise, "Oh, I've now got a fucking grappling hook so I can go back to that area," and blah 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 blah. I'm hoping they'll make it some sort of a series which will then lead into Kratos then praying to Ares to save his family, therefore leading into God of War 1. So you're like, oh, that's how he got into that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we will find out. They kept it very quiet. They kept that very, very quiet. Which, fair play, because it's just not something that I don't think anyone was expecting it, but at the same time, I feel like God of War fans are also very happy with it. So, yeah. Anything you want to cherry pick from that, or do you feel like we've covered what we wanted to cover? Is there anything you see specific?
I think that I'm excited by God of War, and that's pretty much it. There's the odd thing there, but a lot of it's just snippets and here's and there's, and see it when you see it. But the God of War is tangible. It's there. I can touch it. I can play it. So that's all I'm really focused on. I want to know more about God of War trilogy, but at the moment I'm too busy with a game about cats.
Eugenics
and just God of War. So
how are the cats?
The cats are catting. It's an interesting game, I tell you that. It's just mental. It's just I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you. It's a roguelike. You have cats, and then they have cat sex, and then they make kittens, and then they get older, and then you go out to battle with them, and then you come back, and then they can't fight anymore. But then them ones have sex, and then they make,
I thought I was adopting cute little kittens. Instead, I created a genetically engineered army of tactical nightmares. Every fight feels like a questionable science experiment. Every generation of new crime against nature, somehow stronger than the last. Between insane mutations, broken abilities, and the fact that poop is an actual gameplay mechanic, the game makes you laugh while slowly judging your life choices. It's smart, cruel, unpredictable, and ridiculously addictive. You start for fun, you stay to optimize abominations. Great game. I'm no longer a good person.
Pretty much. It's a very tough game to try and pinpoint, and you can't compare it to anything, so that's why it's difficult. But the fun is extraordinary. It's one of them. Like I say, it's made by the Binding of Isaac people, so it's always going to be great. I like the way it's blown up, and everyone's like, it's treating it like some small indie dev that's just blown up out of nowhere. Like, these are veterans in the indie world. Like, make no mistake, they're not brand new. These are indie vets. So,
my cat got an eating disorder after staring into the empty sockets of a long dead skeleton. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. It's a stupid game, and it's stupid because it's so unbalanced, but it's unbalanced in the right way. So you can literally get a cat that can probably one-shot everything, but that's just luck. It's just the luck of the draw.
This game is stupidity and all manners of disgusting things condensed in a single package.
Yeah, none of them are wrong. They're all right.
Looks pretty cool.
So, yeah, I hope to get some time on that tonight, but I really want to get on God of War, to be honest. That's
£22, 50 pence.
What, Eugenics?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know. I bought
10%.
I bought the shit out of it.
Sorry, I've got the back end of a cold.
I can tell.
And there's something tickling the fuck out of my throat.
I don't want it, so you keep that.
I'm dying. I'm here. Obviously, I'm playing Elite Dangerous. I told you about the fuel rats, didn't I?
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I haven't spoken about it on here yet because it never happened. But basically, Elite Dangerous is a space simulator, space flight simulator. It's fucking in depth. Yeah. The learning curve on it is no, it's good. It's crazy, but it's a lot to take in. Trust me, it's a 1-to-1 scale of the Milky Way galaxy. And yeah, places take long to get to, man. And there's fuel and all sorts of shit. And where I'm so new, I ran out of fuel. I got a bounty on my head because I went to a place I'm not supposed to go to. And I didn't realise that when you dock at a station and you've got a bounty on your head, it's very limited what you can do. And basically, you can only fucking dock. You can't refuel. You can't do some shopping. There's nothing you can do. So I was like, I'm fucked. And I hadn't died at that point in the game. So I didn't know what happens when you die. I don't know if you lose your ship. I don't know what the fuck happens. So I went on to Reddit because I was like, what am I supposed to do? And there's this community called the Fuel Rats. And I was like, that's what everyone was saying. They were like, just go to the Fuel Rats. I was like, all right. And it's this full-blown website where it asks for your commander's name. It's a helpline. You get thrown into this chat window like fucking Amazon Prime. And then there's just a list of all these people that are online and available. One of them will jump in and they talk to you and they go, what's up, man? Like, what's your problem? And you go, I just went, I'm fucking new and I've run out of fuel. I've been sent here. And then straight away someone else jumps in and they're like, I'll take you. So when you fill out this form before you get into the chat, you have to say your commander's name, where you are, what's happened, blah, blah, blah. If you're at the extent where you're just floating around in space and you're on reserve oxygen and all this shit, it gives you a whole breakdown of what you need to do to try and keep yourself alive. And then, yeah, this person in this chat was like, add me as a friend, explained how to do that, and then explained how to add me into their party. And then within 30 seconds, this geezer was there, firing fuel at me. Just firing fuel at me. And I said to him, this is mental. I said, this is nuts. I was like wherever I am, it's a one of one replica of the galaxy, procedurally generated. It's fucking ginormous. 0.04% has been explored in this game. It's been out for 10 years.
It's one of them, yeah.
It's one of them. It's fucking mad, right? And you can go and discover stuff and sell the data and people make a living out of doing that and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And this geezer was able to get to me and fuel me up in less than 30 seconds. And I just find that mad. He weren't a bot. This was a person because I messaged them and said, this is fucking mad. You saved my life. And I said to them, I was like, if it happens again, I'm sending my laptop through the wall. And then they messaged back and they were like, please don't do that. They obviously didn't understand the humour. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And then off they went. I was all sweet and I was on off went. And like I said to Ash and fucking every other one of my mates after this interaction, I went through Reddit again. There was a geezer that was exploring deep space and ran out of fuel. And then he did the same thing that I did, went onto Fuel Rats, and someone volunteered to go and save them after they held like a committee meeting to try and devise a rescue plan. And what was it? 13 and a half hours this geezer travelled in the game, real time, so played for 13 and a half hours straight, no breaks, jumping through the galaxy to get to him and refuel him. And that is exactly what he did, for free. For free, it's just part of the community. This is what they do.
So how did this geezer get to in like 30 seconds? That's what I don't understand.
That's what I don't understand.
Just parked around the corner.
I don't know. I don't know where I was. I don't know what I was doing. But I wasn't even in a major spaceport. I was in like a little you know when you drive down the road, you see them random shitty petrol stations where they're called like Joe's Petty, and it's just like one pump.
Yeah.
I was in that equivalent. I was fucking nowhere. And this geezer has found my system. Maybe there's a way to teleport that I don't know about. Like, I don't have a fucking clue. I have no idea because I'm so new to it. I'd imagine you can input the coordinates of where I was, like the system, into the map because you can plot routes and it will just find you a route. Because this geezer was obviously a vet. He rocked up in some ship that I don't know what the fuck it was, and just fired these missiles, is what they looked like, and they were just fueling me up. And then he just went.
Am I correct in assuming the aim of the game is to just be?
Just do and be. Apparently, there is a story that's like player driven, and there are like battles and factions, and it kind of like No Man's Sky, where it's got its own. It runs its own thing, but you can be fucking. You can do whatever. You can be a slave trader, I'd imagine, because I went to one vendor and he was selling slaves. So I was like, right, well, that's a thing. You can just be purely combat, fucking a miner. It's all sorts of shit, man.
You can't get out your ship, can you?
No, it's purely... No, sorry, no, you can. Ignore me. You can. Because of an update that happened not too long ago, you can now land on planets, get out, ride buggies, fucking shoot people. Like, there's full gameplay on space, on the planets. It's mad.
Well, I mean...
It's a mad game.
I don't like games where... Because this is going to sound really weird, and I know it's going to sound weird, because it is weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like games where I can't get out of things because it makes me feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, because you also can't change the camera view in the ship. It's first person. It's
That's fine.
Cockpit view the entire time.
I've got no problem with that. But like that's why I don't like driving games. I know it makes no sense. There's no reason why you'd want to get out of the car. But because I know I can't get out of the car, it makes me feel a certain way, which is claustrophobic. I'm not sitting there like sweating. I just don't like it. It makes me feel funny. So now you're saying you can get out. Now I'm intrigued. You've piqued my interest.
In Elite Dangerous Odyssey, you can get out of your ship to walk in stations or on planet surfaces. I've seen videos of people with guns.
That's not available for PlayStation. I remember reading that it stopped before the big update because PlayStation couldn't. I don't know why they just didn't support it or say no more.
Having played it, you wouldn't want to play it on a console.
Mate, I'm a whiz on a computer now. It's no drama. I've got a supercomputer.
There's fucking no way with the inputs and the keybinds that are like naturally set to it. There's no fucking way that you would want to. But there's something about it where I paid £4 on CD keys. I paid nothing, and it's just like.
It's on Steam. Is that?
Yeah. I'm playing it on Steam, and it's just so. It's weird, man, because it's a sim. It's just weird. There's so much to take in, but every button that you press, I feel like I'm doing something. So like I'm in my cockpit, right, and I'm just floating around space. There's one thing I love doing, and everyone does it, and it's so normal. Is you press in your cursor, your scroll wheel. If you click it in, it basically locks your ship, so that you can look around your cockpit and all your different computers that you've got set up, because that's where like your chat is and your missions and all that stuff. And then when you press it again, you're now fully controlling the ship. But if I'm fully controlling the ship and I move my mouse over to the right, obviously I'm yawing to the side, so I'm just constantly spinning in a loop. If I press the scroll wheel in, it just immediately stops it because I'm no longer holding the controls. And it's just so satisfying because it's like I'm just floating in space. Just like every button, like if you want to search stuff around you, you can obviously manually look and scan stuff. But like I press number 1, and then it takes me to my panel to my left, where it's like the map and everything that's around me and the missions, and it just feels nice. But it's one of those games where you wouldn't want to pick it up if you're not going to be interested in it, if that makes sense, because I feel like there's such a learning curve that I'm still very much on, and there's so much shit. But apparently they've got a really healthy community that are really helpful, because they need to be. You know what I mean?
Just looking at the Steam reviews, it's like 260 hours. Yeah, it's very good. Here's some points about it. 233 hours, one of the best space simulator games out there. 3,233 hours.
Yeah.
But then, at time of review, 3,213 hours. Then you decided to review it.
Because the way that you play it, it enables you to be who you want to be. You know, like how No Man's Sky does the same thing, but really, it's not as in depth as in terms of like how you want to be if you just want to be a trader or if you just want to be a fighter pilot.
What's that? No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I've always not liked about No Man's Sky, and the thing I see branded around most is it's not really accurate, but it is, and it's No Man's Sky is as wide as the ocean and deep as a puddle. It's got so many systems, but they're not very deep. And if it had the depth of the systems, it'd be like the most elite one. But the fact, like, you just get your silly little mining tool, you can't get proper guns, you only fight the fucking robots. Like, I know they said originally they didn't want it to be a combat game. It was supposed to be just an exploration game, and then they added a bit of combat here and there. But it just adds a bit more for jazz if there's people to shoot and stuff rather than just fucking sentinels all the time.
So you'd need the DLC, which I don't have.
Odyssey thing.
Yeah, so we've just got Horizons. But like I say, it's probably the best £4 that I've spent in a very long time, and I have no fucking clue what's going on. I know how to go and get missions and kill people, but even then I'm just getting my arse handed to me in some cases. It's a lot of look up this guide and blah 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 blah. But it's for some reason just giving me a feeling that I very, very much enjoy.
I like games like that because then you play them, and you have no idea what you're doing, or I do, and then I go to bed, and then I watch videos about them.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
While I go to sleep, and I'm like, oh, I see now. I'll try that tomorrow. And then
tomorrow
comes, and I forgot.
I just wanted a game that's like a simulator, but not. I say not crazy. Elite Dangerous is, but I
know what you
space
mean.
Intrigues me.
Everything at your own pace, isn't it? Everything's at your own pace. You haven't got to rush. You haven't got missing content.
No. I like that. It's so open ended. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and because I'm so naive to it at the moment, I'm not worried about what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Not like when I jump into World of Warcraft, I know if I'm wasting my time or not because there should be things that I'm doing. But that's my own pressure.
We're not hitting curve.
Yeah. Whereas something like this. Not that it's going to replace anything. It's just a fun thing to jump into and bog around. Yeah.
Right, should we talk about Divinity?
Go on. We've got 10 minutes.
I finished it on 100 hours. It took me 100 fucking hours. I'm so glad I finished it. Not in that way, just in the way that it's. I tried it before and I got to the second act and then I stopped. And
was it 2 or the first one?
2. Strangely, I'm going to go back and play the first one.
Yeah.
Which is amusing because I'm going to have gone from Baldur's Gate 3 to Divinity Original Sin 2 to Divinity Original Sin 1. And with every iteration, I'm just going to see less and less quality of life.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the games get worse. But, fantastic. Like, amazing. On Baldur's Gate 3 level kind of fucking game. Without the cinematography, like Baldur's Gate 3 is the magnum opus for Larian, but you can see that where it came from.
Yeah.
You can see.
I'm just looking at pictures of it now.
You can
sorry, go on.
Go on, carry on.
I just going to say the average time is 80 to 120 hours.
Yeah.
For your first playthrough.
Yeah, I pretty much did everything, barring like the last act. I think I might have missed some stuff, but that was more accidental than actually like meaning to.
Does look very Baldur's Gate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which I suppose because it
is. But it's just set in Larian's own universe as opposed to Baldur's Gate. It's very similar, but you've got things like, dragons and lizards and fucking all sorts of things that are very fantasy trope, but also unique to Larian. So, so basically, it's just in a nutshell, I got near the end of the game and I went to a place called the Doctor's. This doctor wanted to see me about something, and I went in there and he was rabbiting on about some shit because basically I won't spoil it even though it's old now. The gist of the game is you are God woken, so you need to ascend to godhood essentially, but there's loads of you, there's loads of different people that are God woken, and it's like a race to who gets to ascend, and you build your companions up and stuff like that. But all the companions in the game are also God woken. So like you keep talking to your own god because it depends what race you are as to what your god is. I was
Right.
an elf, so my god was Tyrsendilius, and he was saying, look, you know, and elves are not really great in that game. They're a bit nasty. You can eat people's you can eat people's flesh and then read their memories. So you can
Of course.
you can literally just like, if you find an arm on the floor, you can eat it and find out what happened to them. It's fucked up, man. But yeah, so he was just saying, yeah, don't trust your companions, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And it was made pretty apparent throughout the entire game that there'd come a time where one of you, either you or your companions, would rise to godhood, and you had to kind of decide who it would be, like their motives and stuff like that. But I managed to convince my entire party that it should be me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
So everyone agreed, and basically, I read that if they don't agree with you, they just leave the party. So you're pretty fucked, really. Kind of like what happened to me in Rogue Trader when my party was just like, yeah, we're going to the Inquisitor. I was just like, what? I've just played with you for like 80 hours,
And now I've lost everyone.
And now I've got to play with some randoms.
Mm-hmm. Which you also had to do in Baldur's Gate.
Yes, I know.
Seems to be a common theme.
That wasn't... Yeah, all right, whatever. So I got to Act 4, and there's like, oh, yeah, it's Dr. Geezer wants to see you. So I was like, yeah, all right. Went and saw him. Weird geezer, weird house, weird people in there. And long story short, it was like, look, I know you're going to rise to divinity. I'm very powerful. I'm essentially a fucking demon.
Yeah.
You know, you can either like let me rise to divinity with you, or I can just fucking kill you. To be honest with you, and I was just like, fuck it.
Go on.
I was like, yeah, go on, because he said I'll help you out in the final fight, and I hate final fights in games. I don't know why. I always get anxious about them because I know they're going to be they should be the hardest part of the game. And the game's not fucking easy anyway. So I was like, yeah, I could do with the help. I know it's not the best choice, but it's a choice and whatever. So I got to the end fight in the game, and I'd killed everyone finally because it's fucking hard, man. It's one of the hardest fights I've had. And because like all these normal people like turning into dragons and shit, I'm still just me. Like I'm still just like firing blood missiles at people and shit. So I'm fighting dragons and that, man. So yeah, it's all done. It's all sweet. And then fucking the doctor turns up and he's like, "Oh, remember me?" I was like, "I didn't actually, but now you're here." He was like, "You still gonna honour your deal?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Good." And then we just like the turn-based combat starts again. And there's 3 more enemies. And they're my companions.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So I had to kill my entire party.
So what happens if they'd left you?
I don't
prior
know, mate.
to that?
This is why these games are amazing. Because there's a solution and thing that happens for every single
you
possible
just don't
outcome. So yeah, I was just like... And I really liked them as well. I really, really liked them. And then I thought... But then I thought... Well, I'm not a save scummer, but I save scum in this, and I didn't really in Baldur's Gate. There's bits where I've just gone back.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really want to kill these. I like the Red Prince. I like Sibyl. I've had sex with Sibyl. The Red Prince has had sex with a dragon and made another lizard and made a dragon baby, and now we've got a dragon companion. And Fane's cool. He's a skeleton. Maybe I should reload. And then I scrolled over to like my demon friend and saw how much health he was like. I was like, do you know what? Fuck him. I didn't like him that much. Yeah. So I just
Let him have it.
I just killed them all. And we ascended to godhood together.
Did this demon have a name? Sorry.
Yeah, he does. Good luck trying to pronounce it.
Okay.
Just call him the Doctor. Divinity Original Sin 2. And
Doctor's orders. Dr. Dava.
yeah, but he's got an actual demon name, which is mental.
Dr. Dava.
So yeah, we ascended to divinity. I became the god of light. He became the god of chaos and darkness.
Oh yeah, like a red thing.
Yeah, he's just I don't know what he was.
Did he have 4 arms?
Oh, he had all sorts of stuff.
Like tentacles and shit.
Yeah, he looked fucked.
Looks like a woman.
Yeah, it weren't.
Yeah. Adramahalika.
That's it.
Yep,
Nailed it.
that's the one. Adramalik.
That'll do.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, he became the god of dark and chaos and misery, and I became the god of light. And yeah, so you get all the slideshows and what all the stories wraps up and how it all turns out. And
Yeah, but that's quite a nice. You can be the dark god. I'll be
yeah,
the
I
good
know,
god,
but
bro.
then he got a bit too power hungry. It said, and then he started unleashing hordes of demons upon the world and stuff.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah, true.
And you're the god of light, so just fucking strike them down, bro.
Well, yeah, you would have thought so, but I don't think I did. And then I watched a YouTube recap on just Divinity and how it all plays out and stuff. And when it got to the doctor bit, and he was just like, "Yeah, I don't advise anyone to take this offer.
Great.
I don't think many people will take this offer.
Great.
And if you do take this offer, you get canonically the worst possible ending in the game."
Oh, nice.
So I was just like, "Oh, my trend continues."
Oh, that's good.
And then I just thought, maybe Reese is right about me. Maybe this is all my fault. And I thought back to Baldur's Gate.
Rogue Trader.
And how I innocently killed all my party members. And I genuinely, I still stand by that. I wasn't familiar with Larian's game. I didn't realise we were operating on Game of Thrones level of...
once they're dead, they're dead.
Yeah, I didn't realise we were working with that. So, and I didn't want to save go in Baldur's Gate, so I lost my entire party. Rogue Trader, I was corrupted by a demon early on and carried on with that. That was...
It takes discipline to not save scum, so Baldur's Gate will take as a learning curve. Rogue Trader...
I followed Corvus Crow's story. He got possessed by a demon and I ran with it.
Rogue Trader was full roleplay.
He got possessed worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and you lent heavy into that.
Yeah.
Well, you had to.
Yeah.
Because you was possessed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's excusable. And to be fair, Rogue Trader, you uncovered that everyone was dirty anyway, man.
Yeah, they're all filth.
So everyone had to fucking die in the slums.
That's true.
This time round...
That's just an innocent mistake with a doctor.
What are you supposed to do?
I thought I was having a doctor's appointment. He was in, and then I thought it was a flippant thing, man. He was just like, "Oh, I'll help you in the final fight. You just got to give me a bit of your blood, sign this contract." And I was like, "I know this is probably a bad idea."
Oh, he took some of your blood and made you sign a contract.
Oh yeah, because I think if you do that and then he comes up at the end and is like, "Oh, you're going to want a new contract," and you say no, you just die instantly. There's no fight. So I wasn't aware of that.
Did you get to read the contract?
No, he's just like, you're going to do this.
Yeah, you don't need to read this.
I'm going to help you in your final fight, and I'm pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah.
It was known around Arx, the city that it was in, that the Doctor's a pretty fucking big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did some fucked up shit, but I was inherently a very, very, very good guy. In Divinity Original Sin 2, I played a good guy. I done a lot of nice things. I saved people. When you get the old choice of, do you kill them or let them live? I let everyone live. I wasn't releasing death fog on the entire city. I was doing all good stuff. And there was just an innocent little deal where someone said they'd help me in the final fight. I knew it'd have strings attached. Nothing's for free in this world. But I didn't think he'd make me kill my entire party.
Is it a bad ending, though? Because it's kind of yin and yang. It says tyrannical reign, but how tyrannical is tyrannical? You know what I mean?
Well, at least, opening the rift to let demons run wild is pretty bad, I'd say. And he just became more and more power hungry, and I'd say it's pretty bad. I was told by a Divinity expert on YouTube that it was the worst ending.
A lot of people on Reddit, someone appears to have done the same thing as you, and a lot of people are slating them because they're saying, "Of course, a demon's going to lie to you." Someone said, "I mean, you did trust a demon. Well, what do you get from a demon? Kill his ass and absorb his soul."
Yeah, but I did. But he's not.
Jahan,
yeah,
Jahan literally warned you that demons will always lie to you to get what they want. That was as obvious as finding needle in a pile of hay.
Yeah, all right, but sorry, that's like Act 1, mate. That's like fucking 80 hours ago. The geezer says that. There's about 4 billion lines of dialogue, and I'll have it. No, the Doctor Dava is a genuine doctor geezer sitting in a chair. He ain't some fucking demon. He turns into a demon, but you don't know he's a demon when you're talking to him. So, yeah, all right, the signs are there.
Did you talk to Lady Vengeance?
Yeah, she is literally a boat.
Yeah, and it gives you the cutscene.
About what?
So when you ally with the demon, you either lose lose your other characters or your main one. You picked your main. After that, the character who became divine allies with the demon and fights the void. The void can't stand against the living plus demon forces. So all's good then, of course. The demon wants more power, so he starts attacking you and your people. The world finds out you made a pact with him. The dwarves don't trust you, so they isolate themselves and get wrecked by demons. The elves reunite and open a portal.
To Nemesis.
Is that where they go, yeah?
They go to Nemesis, which I later found out was like... It says the elves, go open up a portal to move away to Nemesis, much to their mistake or something, it says. And I don't know, but I think Nemesis is basically hell. Silly little elves.
And are never seen again, and basically the world goes to shit.
Yeah, so I say, all because of an innocent little deal. I just wanted to help in the final fight.
You can't have good without the bad, because then how do you know the good's good?
But I played 98 hours of good character. Good choices, good... I was doing everything good. I played a necromancer, a good, happy necromancer.
I don't think there's such a thing.
Well, no, there is, because I didn't raise anyone from the dead to, it's not the typical necromancer, man. I was using like blood rain and mosquito swarms on enemies and stuff like that. It was more like a leech build where I was healing when I attacked and stuff like that. It wasn't your typical, let's raise the dead army and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a bit of that, but I was friendly. I was helping people. I helped everyone that needed help. I picked the good choice and I helped them. And then the last hour or two, I made one little deal with a devil, and it all comes crashing down the entire playthrough. I kill everyone that I ever cared about throughout the entire journey, and then ascended to godhood, and unleashed demons upon them.
Yeah. Well, you didn't unleash the demons.
Well, no, I didn't do it.
No, it's not your problem.
No.
You're the god of light.
But once again, another 100-hour RPG turns to misery. So I am noticing the trend.
This is the third one.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm proud of myself for playing these games because they're fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I'm putting a lot of time and effort into them. And the biggest proud moment for me is sticking with them. Because normally I stop playing them after like 40 hours. It. So I've been committed. I haven't bought loads of games and moved on. I've stayed with it. I want to play Divinity 1. I've got it on the Steam Deck. I will play it, but I need a break from massive RPGs. Because as much as I love them, when I'm at home and I've got time to game, I'm not playing them, I get that feeling that I should be playing it. Because otherwise it's going to take me longer.
Yeah.
So
this is becoming a job. I have the same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I have to play this otherwise because I need to chip away at it.
Yep.
You don't need to do any of it.
No.
It's completely voluntary.
Yep. Exactly that. But I'm enjoying this moment. So now, for example, that God of War game, I can play that guilt-free all the way to the end.
Yep.
The only thing I'm missing out on is playing Mugenics, but Mugenics is a game that I will just do a run a day anyway.
And I can log into Elite Dangerous and whiz around, and that's about it.
It's a good time. I'm looking forward to Celesta 2, which is... Maybe I should play Celesta 1. That's a Baldur's Gate-esque game set in the D&D universe, I believe. And I want to play Divinity 1 because Larian said when they announced Divinity, you don't need to play Divinity 1 or 2 to play Divinity, but it will enhance the experience. And what Larian says, I'm going to fucking do.
Yep.
Because they're the best.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably my favourite developer of all time now.
I won't tell you what the playtime is on Divinity 1, but I will search it for my own.
I would assume it would be very similar.
Is it Original Sin as well?
Yeah, because there is other Divinities, but they're like old. I also need to play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
There's a long list of yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Lock in, baby.
Yeah, I'm expecting it, mate.
Strap your ass in.
I have got a list somewhere. I'm sure I made a list of games that I wanted to get through this year. But I can't seem to find it.
I mean, it is less than Divinity 2, but not by massive margins.
Yeah, but then, like I say, if I wanted to, I could easily have put 150 into Div 2.
Yeah.
I could have put 60 less. It's all conjective.
It's all relative to what you're doing.
Exactly, and I like to do I've come to terms with I like to do if the quest is interesting to me, I'll do it. If it's like go fetch my apples, I'll be like get fucked.
Yeah, get absolutely
But
fucked.
then a lot of the time you go fetch some apples and then something really cool happens and they're the ones that
Yeah, then the
have to
apples
pull
explode
shit.
and then you leads on to another quest. You go, oh, well, fuck's sake.
There's a lot of that. I think the thing with Divinity 2, for example, is you would absolutely love every single piece of the game in terms of like the story and all the twists and turns and the funny little quirk things that happen. But I know you wouldn't enjoy the actual game.
No.
If you could experience it some way where you didn't have to actually play it and not just watch like 100 hours of someone else playing it, you would. That is right up your street. The crazy shit that happens. It's great. Fantastic game.
If it helps, just quickly, this was in 2017, so it's probably been beaten by now. But someone managed to finish Divinity Original Sin 2 in 37 minutes and 48 seconds.
How?
His run is a thing of pure wizardry in that his mastery of the game's most exploitable gaps is unparalleled, and also because he's playing as a character who is technically a wizard. Onan uses some pretty creative exploits, but for the most part, they're not huge glitches or anything. For example, he beats 2 of the game's toughest early encounters by dropping barrels of Death Fog, a rare substance that kills most enemies and player characters instantly, and teleporting enemies into it. I could have easily done that in my own run had I thought of it. More craftily, he uses a combination of fast travel waypoints and the undead play dead skill, which makes enemies think they've beaten you, at which point a battle will end, to pull off the 1-2 punch of skipping battles and rapidly warping around the map. He also teleports everywhere with skills like Cloak and Dagger and Tactical Retreat, often to cover ground more quickly, but sometimes to do things like, and I have no idea how he figured this out, warping from the basement of Act 2's tavern to the Eternal Tomb in the Black Pits.
How?
Instantly skipping hours and hours of main story quest content. I don't think those locations are supposed to be right next to each other on the game's map, but I guess they are.
What I find interesting, and this is why I think they're the best, is you can play that game as a solo character, and it's viable because there's a perk that you can take that's like I think it's called Lone Wolf, and
Yeah,
you get
like, say Lone Hunter, Lone Wolf.
You get like 100% more health, 100% more damage, and all that sort of shit. But it's like it's not like it's like a major challenge run. It's like a viable way of playing it, and just to have that choice that's why they're so good. I do need to finish Solax's story on Baldur's Gate 3. I say I never ever in my life enjoyed turn-based games ever until I played Baldur's Gate 3, and I had no skin in the game when I played Baldur's Gate 3. It wasn't like I love D&D or I like dragons and fantasy and shit, but
we not avid fucking
consumers
of that.
No, not at all, and I never liked turn-based games either, really. So, but something about it just grabbed me by the bollocks.
I suppose your first main one is really Pokemon.
Yeah,
but then I was the same, and then fucking lo and behold, here comes Expedition 33.
Yeah.
And you go, oh shit, I love this.
But then they're different, because that's like Final Fantasy. This is like tactical turn-based, so you have to move about and think about your terrain and your
proper turn-based
and your elevation and stuff. But I never thought, because I'm more of an action guy. I like God of War. I like action games. But now these tactical RPGs with fucking mad stories and decisions and that, they're just.
I think it's good for your brain.
They're my favourite
man.
games of all time.
I think it's when you have to sit down and I think that's why people like simulators as well. I think that's why I like playing simulators, because you do have to sit there and go, I need to think about what I'm doing first. You play something like God of War, let me run forwards and press R2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whereas you do that in Baldur's Gate 3, like you can't just run straight in and go, I'm just going to fucking ham fist this. Same with Elite Dangerous. I can't enter combat or go to a certain place just without thinking about what I'm doing. And I feel like that just makes it more engaging. You don't need that all the time.
No, you're right. There's a time and a place. There's times where I just want to sit there with leaning back, just pressing 2 buttons. And then there's times where I'm like, I want a good story.
Elite Dangerous, for example, when you go and dock, you can do it automatically. So if you slow down to a certain speed and it's by default, it will automatically go through the whole process of docking you. And it is nice to watch because you just sit back and you go, Let me just park. Let it do it automatically. It's just nice, but it's good to get your brain thinking. But right now, we're going to switch our brains off and enjoy the weekend.
God. Thank the Lord. Thanks to all the new Patreons, which there actually is. Thanks for everything, guys. And I am signing out.
Thanks for joining.
7 days.
I will catch the patrons tomorrow when me and Steph take the reins and talk about all sorts of shit. And there will be God of War, Sons of Sparta. Sorry. So see you later, everyone. Enjoy your weekends. Ooh-roo.
Ooh-roo.